Salut tout le monde, bienvenue au Commonwealth Stadium où les Alouettes viennent de battre les Elks d'Edmonton par la marque de 23-20. Mon nom est Joey Alfieri et on a votre émission d'après-match. On va parler aux joueurs, on va faire un peu d'analyse, mais les Alouettes ont une fiche, ils reviennent à la maison avec une fiche de 2 victoires, aucune défaite, 2 victoires sur la route dans l'Ouest qui est quand même impressionnant. Les Elks ont joué un match solide ce soir, mais les Alouettes n'ont jamais tiré de l'arrière, si je ne me trompe pas. Donc, grosse victoire sur la route, pas toujours parfait, mais on veut pas la perfection. On vise pas la perfection ici. On vise les victoires et ça en fait deux pour les Alouettes. On va parler aux joueurs. On va essayer de parler au coach ici. On retourne à Montréal ce soir dans la nuit pour commencer la préparation pour le match de la semaine prochaine contre le Rouge et Noir à Montréal. Plus de 20 000 billets vendus déjà. Et il en reste, alors visitez le goalsgo.com pour en savoir plus. Les joueurs commencent à passer, donc donnez-moi une petite seconde et on va commencer à parler. On va essayer de prendre Tyrese Beverett qui approche. Hey, Bev, can we do 2 seconds? All right, on a Tyrese Beverett ici avec nous. Look, Bev, it wasn't always pretty tonight. It wasn't perfect, but you guys stepped up defensively when you needed to. What did you see out there?
I mean, we came out flat to start the game, but good teams just know how to finish. And, we came out the second half and turned it around. That's championship football. It's not always going to go our way, but as long as we know how to finish, that's all that matters.
Flat. You guys give up 2 touchdowns, one late in the game. I don't know if it's flat, but how about just the timely turnovers? It was something you guys did time and time again last year. They're driving. Anton comes up with the interception, and then we finally get some points off turnovers. Just what is it about this defense again with the bend, don't break?
I mean, it's just a standard we set, even the young guys, they buying in. So, somebody's going to make a play. We don't know who play is going to be made, but we got so much great players in this defensive room that somebody's going to make that play.
Thanks for this, Bev. Congrats.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Tyrese Beverett. Encore une fois, on a parlé du fait que, on a donné des verges en fin de rencontre. On gagnait par 4 points. Et l'équipe trouve une façon de créer un revirement avec Kebion Ento. Donc, impressionnant. C'était spectaculaire comme jeu de Ento encore. Mais c'est la pression qui a vraiment aidé aussi. C'était quand même impressionnant de voir. Et on a Sean Lemon qui va se joindre à nous. Tu vas comment? Yeah. All right, Sean, again tonight. I mean, Bev said defense came out flat. I don't know about all that, but just to find a way to get it done. It wasn't perfect tonight. It wasn't pretty, but you don't look for perfect or pretty. You just look for W's, and you got one. What'd you see out there?
That's it, man. We were hitting them hard. We won. That's all that matters. We won. We were hitting them hard. They were throwing the ball a little bit as we were hitting them, but we won. We got a W. That's all we care about.
Felt like in the first half, I felt like maybe there wasn't a ton of pressure on the opposing quarterback. I felt like you in particular turned it on. What was the adjustment there going into the second half?
He's throwing the ball quick. They know about our pass rush. You just got to keep chopping quarterbacks like that.
It went from a 17-13 game at half, which is a decent score, to no points. I mean, I'm assuming that's the way you guys like it there. There wasn't any points scored until the fourth quarter. Just what changed in the game in the second half?
Coach Thorpe does a amazing job with our game plan. We need to do better on the last drive. Just 2 games on the last drive. Team just scored touchdowns. I don't like it at all. We'll be better.
How does it feel going back to Montreal, raise the banner next week with a 2-0 record?
I can't wait. What's your plan tomorrow?
Thanks, Sean. All right, Sean Lemon, nice enough to stop. On va continuer. On va essayer de trouver d'autres joueurs. Vous avez vu? Voilà. You want to jump on? Post-game show. We're live. You come on this way. Camera's pointing this way. We have Charleston Rambo, number 14, nice enough to join us. Charleston, I mean, offensively, the first half, you guys put up 17. You're on pace to score 34. Things kind of calmed down in the second half. What do you chalk that up to?
Just maintaining what we got going and just keep pushing, elevating every step we go. Just trying to
maintain, do the right thing for the team. So, yeah, always come out on top right now. Big rub.
How about the defense coming up with that big turnover? Ento with the interception there as they were driving, and then you guys as the offense, you guys finished the game off with the Fletcher run. How about that sequence, and how big was that?
Yeah, big play by our defense. They played big. They came out for us. They played hard for us. They made up for us for not coming through for a lot of things. But, defense played a lot. Ito, great play. Great play. Great defensive call by our coach. So, we all came together today.
Your second game in the league. How do you find it through 2 games?
It's good. I'm going to come harder, but more to come for us.
Appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you in Montreal next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, the Charleston Rambo, nice enough to stop by. On va continuer. On a Kebion Ento qui s'en vient par ici, excuse-moi. On va lui parler. Il y a quelques jeunes qui embarquent sur le terrain, mais on en a parlé beaucoup l'année passée où c'était vraiment Ali, I'm going to need your help here when you have time, OK? C'était comme l'année passée, on y pense souvent à des matchs à Ottawa en fin septembre, des revirements qui viennent au bon moment et on l'a vu ce soir. Donc, l'interception de Ento, c'était énorme, mais le fait que l'attaque marque des points par après, c'était important aussi parce que la défensive avait provoqué 2 autres revirements et l'équipe n'a rien, on n'a pas marqué de points. Il y avait un placement raté par David Côté. Et après, Nafis, you have a sec here? We'll go to Nafis Line, who did an outstanding job tonight. Nafis, well, talk to me about the interception, first of all. I mean, that was another big play. I know you had one in the preseason, but how good did it feel to come back here, your former team, and do it here?
Yeah, it's definitely a great feeling to come out here and make a play for my team. Good feelings for the other team, but came out here, made a play. Let's keep it going. We got a long season ahead of us.
Yeah, I know it just wasn't you tonight, but I thought for the most part when you went up against Gino Lewis, that interception was when they were targeting Gino Lewis. I mean, you guys really limited the damage, and you did in particular as well. How tough is it of a matchup to go against Gino, and how did you come out on top tonight?
Gino's a great competitor, great receiver, so he's got to lock in on your keys and just go out there and just do what you do, make it go out there and make a play.
For yourself, I know, we talked about in the preseason, the big knee injury you had. You missed almost all last year except after the first game. Just how good does it feel to be back out there, to be starting on that boundary corner and to be playing at such a high level?
It's a great feeling to be back on the field. Definitely blessed and can't think of nobody but God. Continue to work hard, stay healthy, and continue to make plays out there.
I could talk to you all night, but I think Coach wants you to go inside. Congrats, Nafis. All right. Nafis Lyon with a big-time play tonight. Un gros jeu de Nafis Lyon qui a réussi une interception spectaculaire. OK, on va faire un peu d'analyse. On va lire les commentaires aussi. Donc, si vous avez des commentaires, vous pouvez les laisser. Et je vais les lire, je vais répondre à vos questions. Et on va tout faire ça. On va avoir du fun. Simon, 2 victoires, aucune défaite pour starter la saison sur la route. Hâte à jeudi. Absolument incroyable, spectaculaire. I'll need Fletcher eventually, yeah. And Fajardo as well, if we could. Pas été facile, mais on a une belle profondeur. Oui, absolument. Écoute, on l'a déjà vu avec les blessures. Il y a une couple de blessures, un couple de gars qui ont été blessés. Tyler Sneed, qui a été un gros facteur dans le match la semaine passée, n'est pas là. Reggie Stubblefield, un partant en défensive. Et il y en a d'autres aussi qui se sont blessés. Tyrell Richards aussi. Donc, c'est vraiment impressionnant de voir. Je sais que Bryce Crosby avait pris une pénalité de rudesse contre le corps arrière, mais il a aussi réussi un gros sac du corps. Donc on a vu des jeux importants par ces joueurs-là. Coach too, if we can. Pas un match facile, mais l'important est le gros W à la fin. Absolument, Claude. Un beau point. On l'a mentionné avec Sean Lemon. Ça n'a pas été parfait ce soir. Je trouve qu'on avait laissé les Elks traîner dans ce match-là. C'est pas qu'ils n'ont pas bien joué, mais les Alouettes avaient l'avance du début à la fin. Donc, c'est quand même impressionnant de voir la performance. Et c'est drôle de voir Tyrese Beverett ou d'entendre Tyrese Beverett dire que la défensive n'a pas bien commencé la rencontre. 3 revirements provoqués. On a donné 2 touchés, mais 1 en fin de rencontre quand on menait par 10 points. Donc, et Sean Lemon a mentionné que ça fait 2 matchs de suite qu'on donne un touché en fin de match et il n'aime pas ça. Mais encore une fois, la défensive a accordé 3 touchés en 2 matchs sur la route dans l'Ouest canadien. Donc, c'est quand même impressionnant. Joe Mousse, c'est un animal, absolument. Mustafa Johnson est sorti de la rencontre. Je pense qu'il y avait un doigt qui est rentré dans l'œil lors du premier quart, mais il est revenu. Et pour moi, j'arrête pas de le dire, là, mais selon moi, Mustafa Johnson, c'est le joueur étoile de la Ligue qu'on a, qui est le plus sous-estimé de cette Ligue. Je m'excuse, mais c'est un joueur étoile. C'est un joueur qui performe à un haut niveau là, pendant plusieurs semaines, donc plusieurs saisons, excuse-moi. Alexandre, l'attaque devrait jouer 60 minutes, des passages à vide encore un peu trop. Écoute, Alex, je suis d'accord avec toi, c'est sûr que quand tu marques 17 points à la mi-temps puis que tu finis avec 23, c'est pas idéal, je suis d'accord avec toi. Mais en même temps, Chris Jones est un bon coordonnateur défensif, on se comprend, il y a des ajustements qui ont été faits. Mais c'est sûr qu'on veut voir un match un peu plus complet côté de l'attaque. Philippe, grosse victoire défensive. Premier match que Cody ne s'est pas fait intercepter depuis longtemps. Oui, OK. Il y avait une interception à la Coupe Grey, mais c'était plus un dégagement. Un long dégagement, tu sais. Mais non, je comprends. C'est un bon point. Mais c'est presque fait interception en première mi-temps, mais Lucas Purfoy l'a échappé. Mario, petite question. Pourquoi il y a un gars avec une grosse pancarte des Alouettes sur les lignes de côté? Mais ça, c'est simple. C'est une bonne question, Mario. Donc, c'est pour bloquer les signaux de Northorpe parce que Northorpe, la manière où on est positionné sur le terrain, le coordonnateur à l'attaque des Elks et des équipes adverses sont dans une loge dans la galerie de presse et ils peuvent voir les signaux de Northorpe. Donc, c'est pour ça qu'on a une couple de gars de l'équipe d'équipement qui bloquent Northorpe pour que les entraîneurs adverses ne peuvent pas voir les signaux que donne Northorpe à Darnell Sankey, Marc-Antoine Dequoy et la défensive. Donc, c'est vraiment pour ça. C'est pour éviter le fait que on ne veut pas donner d'indices à nos joueurs. Devin, crowd is going to be crazy in Montreal. I said, yeah, we announced today more than 20,000 tickets sold. I believe capacity is like 23,500. Still some tickets available, so go to goosgo.com to pick up your tickets. But it's going to be rocking, man. There's a couple of concerts that are going to go down. There's the banner raising. It's going to be loud. It's going to be fun, and you definitely don't want to miss that. I feel like Joey has an Alouettes win streak beard. Going to be a while till he shaves it. Hey, man. Devin, if that's what it's going to take, I'm all for it. This is not because if I would have not shaved from the last time the Alouettes lost, that would have been September the 15th. And I promise you that this beard would have been a lot longer than it is right now if I hadn't shaved since September the 15th. But I appreciate it. You know what? I won't shave. I'll trim, I'll clean up, but I'm not going to totally shave until the Alouettes lose a game, and hopefully that's in a very, very long while. I don't mind not shaving until the month of November. Fletcher got that. Hey, Walter Fletcher. We talked about Nafis Lyon, who played against his former team tonight. The Alouettes got Nafis Lyon in a trade a couple of years ago. But how about Walter Fletcher tonight? We got the stats. Walter Fletcher, 12 courses, 82 verges et un touché avec une course de 39 verges. C'est la course à la fin. 3 réceptions, 61 verges. Et un touché pour Walter Fletcher. Donc, tu sais, c'est un gars, avec Walter Fletcher, c'est un joueur qui a tellement été patient dans cette équipe. C'est sûr qu'on a fait la transaction pour aller chercher Fletcher il y a une couple d'années, c'était en 2022, l'été 2022, après que William Stanback s'était blessé. Et Fletcher a joué avec Josh Renantui aussi, mais l'an passé, il a joué 7 matchs. Et il y avait une couple de ces matchs-là où il avait partagé le champ arrière avec William Stanback. Je pense qu'il y en avait 2 ou 3. Il n'y avait pas beaucoup de temps de jeu en attaque. Donc, tu sais, c'est impressionnant de voir un athlète professionnel. Tu sais, là, à cette heure, on le voit tout le temps. Tu sais, dans la NFL en particulier, où tu sais, un joueur n'est pas content, il veut se faire échanger, et puis il lance des commentaires sur les réseaux sociaux. Walter Fletcher aurait pu faire ça. Walter Fletcher est un bon joueur, un demi-offensif complet et il pourrait être un partant sur beaucoup d'équipes à travers la Ligue canadienne de football, mais c'est pas plein. Il a accepté son rôle. Et là, cette année, pendant la saison morte, on n'a pas ramené William Stanback. Il a signé avec les Lions de la Colombie-Britannique et Walter Fletcher a sa chance. Il a eu son opportunité. La semaine passée, un peu plus difficile. Je pense que les Blue Bombers ont essayé d'arrêter la course, mais ce soir, contre les Elks, écoute, c'était gros jeu après gros jeu. Et même les jeux qui n'étaient pas des gros jeux, je trouve qu'on a bien, il a bien couru le ballon. C'est sûr que une moyenne de 6,8 verges par course, c'est très impressionnant, mais c'est sûr que la longue course aide. Mais Walter Fletcher a vraiment bien joué tout au long de son temps avec les Alouettes. Et là, il a sa chance d'être le demi-offensif partant. So I just want to highlight this, for Walter Fletcher. And it's a great point, Rob. I just want to get to this as well. Josh Donovan had a key block on the long Fletcher run. Absolutely. Caught that in real time. And that's a big, it's a big man moving very well. And that's a big man who's, doesn't have a lot of CFL experience. So, Rob, I'm glad you mentioned that because he did have a key block in on that play. And he's a guy right now who's playing because Jamar McGloster's banged up. So, really happy for Josh Donovan and the job that he did to really spring Walter Fletcher on that run. We talk about the running back, and deservedly so. The running back played very well tonight. But, you have to give credit to the big boys up front because they gave Cody time to throw the ball, and they opened up holes in the run game as well. I mean, we remember how the offensive line started last year. It was a little more difficult producing yards on the ground and protecting the quarterback. But it was impressive to see, the way they've operated on the road. It's not easy to play in Edmonton. I know the crowd so here wasn't as loud as it was last week in Winnipeg, but still, when you play in enemy territory, it's never easy for the offense and the offensive line to be in sync. And I'm glad you mentioned it because Josh Donovan did have a big block. And he's another guy, like we're just talking about Walter Fletcher, a guy who was patient. And Josh Donovan was patient. He stayed on the practice roster for a good chunk of last season, came back this year, had an opportunity to compete for a job. Jamar McGloster ended up getting hurt, and now, he has the opportunity to, it looks like, play at least the first 6 games of the season at right tackle. So, Rob, I appreciate that point. It's an excellent point. Very good. And we're talking about patience and Walter Fletcher and that ability to wait and be patient and, professional athletes today. The Walter Fletcher could have complained a lot over the last season, and he didn't. Rob, did you also notice they're not giving Fletcher much to return on punts and kickoffs? They're kicking away from him. Yeah, definitely noticed that. They did make a point to keep Fletcher in check. That's
Good to see you.
Yeah. Can I get an interview, or is that okay? I mean, if that's possible. We have J-Law, Justin Lawrence, who's like a rock star out here in Alberta. You can come this way. Please don't swear on this. Thank you.
Swear.
You just did. All right, Justin Lawrence, J-Law, I know this is a special one for you. I know you're a kid from the area. What does it mean to come here and come away with a big win?
Anytime I get to come back to Edmonton, play in front of all my friends, family, everyone who comes out and supported me my whole entire life, it's always extra special. So I always love coming to Edmonton, getting a win, head back to Montreal, super happy.
How many tickets tonight?
I think we had about 46 people out here today. 46 people, man. I love my people.
All right, 46. That's a pretty good number.
I
think J-Moss might have had you beat, but not by much.
Hey, man. He's pretty well known around this area.
He is. He definitely is. Just talk to me a little bit about the run game tonight. I mean, we saw Fletch go off in the, with the screen he scored, and then with the run. Yeah. But to finish the game off, to give yourselves a two-possession game, to make it a two-possession game with a nice 39-yard run. We talked about Josh Donovan, who had the big block on that play, but you guys all protected real well tonight. How you opened up the holes tonight. Just tell me a little bit about the offensive line and how good it feels to finish the game off with a 39-yard run for a touchdown.
I mean, it's great, man. Like, I thought the guys across the board played really well on the O-line. The nice thing about it is, we've all had a full year of playing together now. Yeah. Josh is feeling great, man, coming in, playing his first 2 pro games. It's just been great. The communication's been good, and I feel like going into the games, our game plans are really well. I know for us this week, we wanted to establish a run and get some big plays for Fletcher because the guy's electric. And, I felt like when we, like you said, on that last run for the touchdown there, when we needed it the most, guys stepped up. That huge block by Josh, Gags on the front side. Everyone was doing their jobs, man.
It wasn't easy tonight. It wasn't perfect. I would say it probably wasn't even pretty. But, I feel like it's just, that championship mentality, that championship pedigree, where a year ago, early in the season, I don't know where this game would have gone. But just having that, having that championship mindset and having that experience, you guys did it on the biggest stage. How much, I don't want to say easier, it's not the right word. I'll say easier for lack of a better word. But how much is that experience? How much do you guys draw on that experience down the stretch in tight games?
I think the biggest thing for us is just like you said, we've come to so close as a group that when we get into a situation like this where it's neck and neck to right to the end of the game, guys don't get panicked. They stay calm. We step up when we need to. Like I said, defense made huge plays tonight, man. Defense made so many big plays tonight. Special teams was always on point. And offense, like you said, when we need it the most, that's what we do. And like I said, I think the biggest thing is us not getting panicked. When we feel like someone's maybe pushing to get the lead on us or has the lead on us, we just take control when we have to. So I feel like it's a cool, calm, eclectic group, and we rely on each other to get ourselves going.
Thanks, J-Law. Enjoy the family. Congrats on the win.
Appreciate you.
All right. Justin Lawrence is going to sign some autographs and take some pictures. That'll be very, very nice. Mais c'est un bon point. J-Law qui mentionne que la ligne à l'attaque, ça fait 1 an que tout le monde est ensemble. Ça fait plus qu'1 an. Et c'est quand même impressionnant de voir la chimie qui s'est installée. Le demi-offensif a été ultra performant ce soir. On ne le cachera pas. Mais la ligne à l'attaque a été exceptionnelle. Les 2 premiers matchs, tout au long du camp d'entraînement, on l'a vu. Et la chimie s'est installée. Et c'est une grosse affaire pour la ligne à l'attaque. C'est pas facile quand on a des nouveaux morceaux qui rentrent, on a des morceaux qui quittent. Et là, on a l'expérience de, pas juste ça, mais l'expérience d'avoir une Coupe Grey. On a gagné un match de championnat, de Coupe Grey, et on a vraiment vu, comment ça s'est... On cherche Walter Fletcher. You just had him, I know. He just walked away. Mais c'est quand même impressionnant de voir la chimie de cette ligne à l'attaque qui a vraiment bien paru ce soir et la semaine passée aussi. Donc, c'est vraiment énorme et c'est un bon point. Et tu sais, on l'a mentionné en anglais, mais Josh Donovan, c'est un remplaçant d'un joueur blessé, Jamar McGloster. Et il a quand même joué à un haut niveau. All right. Walter Fletcher, who's the man of the hour. Okay, now that the game has come and gone, I know the trade was a couple of years ago, but you did it here. I mean, how good does it feel? It always feels good to put up performances like you did, but how good did it feel to do it here?
It feels great. Every game's important, but Edmonton's always one that's circled on my calendar. We play them twice a year, so waking up this morning had a little bit more motivation. I'm motivated for every game, but this one I was extremely motivated. I just wanted to prove that I can't be a number 1 back, man. I feel like throughout all season and going to the season, man, just wanted more respect. Picking my name. I'm using that this year, man. Every game, I'm using that as motivation, and happy to put one together today.
All right, talk to me about the screen that you brought back. First of all, how did you stay on your feet? Because I thought you might have been tripped up there was kind of a block in front of you, but just how do you stay on your feet? And just tell me what you saw, because the vision on that was good.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I stayed on my feet. I was trying to stay on my toes. I do a lot of barefoot training all season, a lot of balance stability.
Okay.
So that definitely came into play, man. But our receivers, our whole line, do a great job blocking downfield, man. That's one thing our coaches harp on is blocking downfield, and I felt like they did a great job. When I caught the ball, I saw him take 48. Great player, but I just knew got him in space. I could make him miss. So saw him there, made him move, man, and just had my head down and scored.
We'll get to the O-line in a second because I do want to highlight that. But how good does it feel to, I don't want to say close the game out because it was a 3-point game. Edmonton did score after that, but to make it a 2-possession game, the fashion that you guys did, where you're trying to kill the clock, but you're also trying to score to get that 39-yard run at the end. What'd you see on that play, and how good did that feel?
LBJ all game, O-line, and David Brown too. They just said, be patient, man. It's going to open up. Even the rest of my teammates, Caleb Evans, everyone's on the sideline. He's telling me, man, be patient. It's going to open up. Trust your reads. And I knew that play. I trusted my reads, stayed front side, and it opened up, man. I knew how to turn on the Jets, beat the guy to the pylon, and like I said, shout out to the O-line, man. Did a great job all game.
We were just talking to Justin Lawrence, and he said just, having that chemistry as an offensive line is big. They weren't at this point a year ago, last year, obviously. But, there's also chemistry between the running back and the offensive line. And how do you feel like that's come along? And is that just a question of getting reps?
No, man. Like during camp, man, I feel like even last year, man, I feel like we always gravitate towards each other. It's just been a natural relationship. Got them donuts during camp. Coffee, try to just get them going, man. Like, I told them to bring them breakfast throughout the year, man. Just want to make those boys feel special. They don't get all the credit. It always goes to skill guys most of the time. So I just want to let them know, man, I'm here to work. I have their back, they have mine. And like I said, I come to the facility every day. They're happy to see me. I'm happy to see them, man. It's just a genuine relationship. It shows in the field.
What's the most popular donut that you get? What kind?
They got mad at me. I'm an apple fritter guy. They got mad. They said I brought too many. But
apple fritter's not a regular donut. Isn't there an upcharge for apple fritter?
I think so. I treat my boys, but they weren't a fan. So next time, I'll switch it up. But I'm an apple fritter guy. Well, I gotta ask them which one they liked a lot. But,
all right.
I got them 24. They killed the whole box. Both boxes.
24. That's a nice gesture. All right, Walter Fletcher. The numbers tonight: 12 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. 3 receptions, 61 yards, and a touchdown through the air. And the fans voted you the Budweiser player of the game tonight. So shout out to the fans. I don't know if you want to give some love to the fans.
I appreciate the fans, man. I see all the comments, man. I appreciate the support. We appreciate the support. We look forward to seeing you guys next week, man. Packing the house, packing the nest, man. I appreciate you guys as always. Let's go.
Over 20,000 tickets sold already. How good does it feel to go back home? And it's not just 2 road games. It's 2 road games out west. How good does that feel?
It feels great, man. It feels great. It's hard to win in this league, man. There's so much preparation behind one game, 60 minutes. So it feels good to go back home 2-0. But at the end of the day, we're not satisfied. We know what the long-term goal is. Just one day at a time, man.
Thanks for this, Fletch, and congratulations on a great performance.
Thank you, Joey.
All right. Walter Fletcher, Budweiser, joueur du match ce soir. On a le temps pour une couple de questions parce que nous autres, on quitte dans quelques minutes ici. Mais on a le temps pour quelques questions. Donc, si vous avez des questions, vous voulez les laisser dans les commentaires. On a un peu de temps. Fletch, 29.3 plus CFL Fantasy tonight. Denis, we're talking CFL Fantasy. I like it. Way to go. I'm assuming that you picked Fletch and that was a good buy. Juste un autre voyage dans l'Ouest. Mais pas tout à fait parce que on s'en vient à Calgary au mois de septembre et à Vancouver au mois d'octobre. Et il faut venir à Regina aussi une autre fois. Donc, techniquement, il en reste 3. Donc, absolument important cette victoire, mais on va retourner dans l'Ouest une autre fois. Donc, on va voir si on peut. Okay, no problem. Tyson right here. I'll let Tyson go. He's going to let him go this time. That's fine. That's fine. We have a couple minutes left. If he comes, great. If not, it's okay. We're good. Thank you. Cole Speaker, okay, came back after. Yes, okay. I want to talk about that too. First of all, Cole Speaker had an unbelievable catch in the back of the end zone. He deflected that ball to himself. He was turned all the wrong way. That was an unbelievable catch by Cole Speaker. Absolutely wonderful. Speaker finished the game, 4 catches, 42 yards, and the touchdown. Also had that big 27-yard catch, I think, on second down. And speaking of, I believe he's walking this way. Actually, he is walking this way. So you know what? Let's get I promise I was just talking about you. The timing is impeccable. All right, here. So coming this way. All right, Cole Speaker, nice enough to join. Cole, we're just going over your numbers: 4 catches, 42 yards, and the touchdown. We got a question that just came in. I talked about it with just your toughness. I imagine you got the wind knocked out of you pretty good on that hit, but just I was happy to see you get up. But you came back in the game, man. Just what do you remember? What did you see on that play, and was it the wind?
Yeah. So I ran like a bender route and bended from the safety. Probably could have been a little more to protect myself, but he made a nice play on it and timed it up perfectly. Gave me a good shot to the ribs, but just knocked the wind out of me, but was able to bounce back. We got a good training staff, and they were able to check me out and make sure I'm ready to go. So it was nice to get back in there.
I mean, you popped back up. You popped back up right away. I was impressed. That was impressive. What was even more impressive, though, I got to say, the tip to yourself in the back of the end zone there. What do you see on that play? And just, I mean, that's a split second, not even. I mean, that's a half a second decision that you get to make there. Just what did you see in the end zone? I know the ball might have been a little off trajectory from the route you were running, but how did you run that one in?
Yeah, so Cam did a great job of like setting a rope route on my guy because they're playing man to man. So I wrapped under him and Cody put up there. I slowed down a little bit, which made it a harder catch. So I could only get one on it. I was like, I'm not letting this go over my head. So I just jumped up, tipped it to myself, and made it play.
Yeah, no, it was unbelievable. I know it was a little quiet for you in the reception department last week. Just to come back this week, to get your mitts on the balls, and to even get the targets, because you did have 8 targets tonight. Just how good did it feel to kind of be a little bit more involved in the passing game?
Yeah, I felt good that the coaches trust me with getting me involved and designing some plays for me to get the ball and make some plays. So I very appreciated them, and I love that they trust me and we trust all each other. Whoever's number it is that day to make the big plays, we know one of us is going to step up.
I think it's remarkable. We were talking about this earlier that, Snead goes out, and, last week it was Tyson that caught 10 balls for 141. This week, Keon had the big play. You had the spectacular catch in the end zone. You guys really spread the ball around, but it's like you said, it's different guys, different days. The depth is something really impressive on this team at wide receiver.
Yeah, we all got great chemistry with Cody, and we just work together. We know we got block hard for each other. We trust each other, and we can all make big plays. So it's an exciting receiver room that we got here.
How good does it feel to come back out? Cody, it's not easy to win. Cody was mentioning going into this game that it wasn't easy to win on the road anywhere, but out west, it's particularly difficult to win. You guys come back home 2-0. How big is this going into a big home opener, banner unveiling next Thursday against the Red Flags?
Yeah, we're so excited to get in front of our fans, get home, back to nest, so it's going to be fun to get a home game in and hang the banner.
All right, already over 20,000 sold so far. Still some tickets left. GoAlsGo.com. Thanks for this, Cole. Appreciate it, and glad you're doing all right. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Cole Speaker, nice enough to join us. It was a big performance by Cole Speaker and absolutely spectacular victory that the Alouettes come away with. And again, on l'a mentionné, et Cole en a parlé. La semaine passée, c'est Phil Pott qui attrape 10 ballons pour 141 verges. Aujourd'hui, on a Julian Grant, 6 réceptions, 89 verges. Walter Fletcher, 3 autres. Phil Pott en a 5. Cole Speaker en a 4. Rambo en a 2. Donc, c'est quand même impressionnant que Snead est out. Sure, yeah, you can come on. Never say no, Tyson. Are you kidding me? We're just talking to Cole about, the depth that you guys have everywhere, but in particular at wide receiver. Like, Snead's a big part of it. Snead doesn't play this week, and Julian Grant and Speaker were busy. Just speak to me a little bit about the depth and the chemistry that you guys all have together as a unit and with Cody.
Yeah, man, we always talk about it. We're a very unselfish group. We'd love to see anybody go off on any given day, and I think that just gives into what kind of receiver group we have as a core. And Kale balled out, Cole balled out too. So I think if you have a dangerous attack like that, you can't double cover anybody. So I think we're just going to keep pushing like that.
You have an opportunity to see that Speaker catch again in the back of the end zone?
Oh, yeah. I was front and center. Cole did his typical tip and his 2-knee jump. And that's how I knew he caught it, because that's when Cole's in his zone. So great catch for him. I'm excited for him to get a touchdown.
He said he slowed down. I think he slowed down on purpose. I don't think it was by accident. But he came down with the ball. It was spectacular. I'm just curious, you guys put up 17 in the first half. It was a little quiet, both sides offensively. What changed in the second half that kind of quieted things down?
I mean, all respect to them, their defense. They got a very good defense over there. Good corners, good DBs. But I think we just want to establish a run game. drain the clock, establish the run, and then let the big throws open up later. So all credit to Walter Fletcher, man. We've all known what kind of talent he was. So I'm so excited for him to do it here too, where he started, and all props to Fletch and O-line.
I think it's remarkable how you guys are all unselfish. But, Fletch could have sulked last year, could have pouted, played 7 games. A couple of those were with Stanback in the lineup. Just, can you talk to the type of teammate and the type of person that you and I both know he is, but the people on the outside might not know?
Yeah, man, that's an unselfish guy. He would never say anything. He's always there to give you a hand on your back. And he deserves this, man. He's been grinding for the last 2 years with the Owls, up and down on the depth chart, just waiting for his opportunity. And I'm just so glad that he was able to get it today. And it's just a testament to how he's going to ball out all season. And Walter Fletcher's that guy.
Tyson, already 20,000 sold for next Thursday. Pushing towards that sellout. Just how good does it feel to come back from the West with 2 wins and to get back home in front of your fans next week?
Yeah, it's huge. First off, getting 2 road dubs and start the season is big. It's good for momentum, and it's good to just go home to the home opener 2-0. You can't ask for anything better than that. We're gonna play a good rival in Ottawa. They're 1-0 too, so it should be a great game. And that's awesome that the fans have already sold out 20,000, and we're gonna finish the show on the game for sure.
Thanks for this, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Tyson Philpott. With another nice performance, 5 catches, 49 yards tonight. And so c'est tout le temps qu'on a. Je sais qu'on n'a pas, je pense pas qu'on a eu un joueur francophone. On n'a pas fait exprès, c'est juste comme ça que ça a donné. C'est pour ça que j'ai essayé de parler un peu plus en français. Philpott, best receiver in the CFL, no cap. I like that. I appreciate that, and I agree with that comment, Rob. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Merci d'être à l'écoute ce soir. Les Alouettes gagnent 23-20 contre les Elks d'Edmonton. On revient à la maison finalement. OK, attends. Non, je peux pas quitter tout de suite. Yeah, come in. I was just signing off. I mean, if you're going to make big plays, we're going to have you on. What do you want me to do? I've been waiting. No, I've been waiting. Can't be on Entos here. It's okay. It's fine. I saw you were eating. It's all good. We talked about it before, but with the guys. But, I mean, Bev said that the defense got off to a sluggish start tonight. I don't know about all that. I think that's a bit harsh, but you guys have a very high standard. But that ability that dates back to last year for the defense to bend, but then not just not break, but to come up with a turnover the way that you did at the end of that game. Just what's the mindset there when you know that they're driving on you, you're backed up a little bit, but you have an opportunity to make a big play?
Every play is an opportunity to get a turnover. And we don't only want to get a turnover, we want to score.
Yeah.
So as long as we out there, if we're not getting a 2 and out, then we want to turnover. Score, but if we're not getting that, then we got to find a way to make a play. And that's what everybody on the defense thinks. Yeah. They know we can make a play, but we got to work together as a unit. And like you said, we got a very high standard, so we didn't enjoy it today, even though we got 2 turnovers. We just have to go to fan. Be very critical, be very honest on ourselves.
Yeah. 3, I mean, Moose, the turnover on downs is, still, that's 3. Yeah, it's all good. No points off the first 2. I think that was the biggest thing with yours, is that the offense comes back and you run the ball down their throat and Fletch gets the big play. First half ended 17-13. That's on pace for a 34-26 final, which is very high scoring, but we're sitting here at 23-20. What was the adjustment in the second half?
We kind of just told ourselves, like I just said, we just got to do better.
Yeah.
We're not playing to the standard that we know we're capable of. I think we did more the second half, but I feel like we get it.
Yeah.
As a unit, we are satisfied. We are hungry for it because we know we can do a lot better.
3 touchdowns, 2 games in the CFL. Hey, the standards are high. I get it, but that's an impressive start. Can you talk a little bit about Nafis? I know you guys were teammates last year, but he tore his ACL the first game of the year. He waited through all that. He had an interception in the preseason. Now he did a really good job on Geno Lewis tonight. It was very quiet. Had the big turnover there as well. Just what can you tell me about Nafis line and what he brings to the defense in the secondary?
Very proud of him. Back off his injury. I know he got hurt the first week after the first week last year. That's why they put me in.
Yeah.
But he had a great camp. So a play like that, I expect nothing less. Nafis is a very positive person, and we know he can make plays. And we've seen that in the preseason. They threw it as well, basically on a simple play. So Feast is a big-time player, and we know that, and we know that's what we expect. Just like Feast, Bell, Mark, it doesn't matter who it is. We know we got some big-time playmakers in there, and it's beautiful. It's great when you have playmakers on defense.
I noticed that they don't throw to 48 and as much anymore. They don't throw your way anymore. I'm just curious. I mean, you almost had the interception here on the near sideline where you broke on the ball. But can you just explain, can you paint a picture of just the difference that a year under your belt has made in the Canadian Football League? Because, I think you started off well last year, but you've turned into an elite corner in this league, and you could have very easily been the MOP of the Grey Cup with all the big plays you made there. Just can you tell me, just from a year ago to where we are now, just how much the game has slowed down for you?
It's slowed down. I'm not gonna say a lot, but it's starting to slow down.
Yeah.
I know what Coach Thorpe wants. I've been with him for a year now, and that makes a big difference when you actually know your offensive coordinator or know your defensive coordinator. And I'm communicating a lot better with my staff, with Sam, just everybody. When you're doing that, when you're communicating, and like you said, I played a lot of games last year, so I got a year under my belt, so I can understand what I am getting throughout the week. The preparation is starting to be a lot easier, and it's starting to relax me, and I'm able to be a little bit more.
Ento Island. The quarterbacks don't want to go there. They don't want to go that way. And when they do, you make them pay. Congratulations, Gabriel, on the win. And we're headed back home 2-0. It feels good, eh? All right. Gabriel, thank you very much. Nice enough to join us là. Pour vrai, on s'en va. Ah ouais, non. Grosse victoire. J'ai pas eu aucun invité en français. Tu peux-tu sauver mon live? Une question.
Ça dépend.
Une question.
S'il y a quelqu'un qui dit Joey,
oh boy. Non, mais Marc, une question parce qu'il faut qu'on s'en aille. Mais tu sais, de gagner dans cette ligue, c'est pas évident. Mais de gagner 2 dans l'Ouest canadien, c'est quand même impressionnant. Là, on retourne à la maison. Tu sais, c'est quoi le sentiment global de cette équipe après 2 semaines?
Tu l'as dit, gagner 2 victoires sur la route, c'est pas facile. Tu veux sortir de presque toujours des victoires, mais être capable de le faire compétitif, en fait. C'est pas été le plus beau match, on va pas se mentir. Ça a été le plus beau match qu'on a fait. C'était des moments difficiles, je pense que manque de communication de temps en temps. Mais une victoire, c'est une victoire. Qu'elle soit belle ou pas belle, on va la prendre. C'est sûr que ça va faire les mêmes erreurs. Parce que la prochaine game, c'est une game très importante. Une game à la maison, c'est l'ouverture de notre match officiel à la maison, de notre saison, de notre home opener. En plus, avec le dévoilement de la bannière, 20 000 personnes et plus, c'est un match qu'on a une petite énergie extra pour ce match.
La game n'a pas été belle, mais toi, t'es bien beau. Merci, Marc-Antoine.
Plus que toi.
T'as vu? Non, ça, je suis pas d'accord, par exemple. Bon, pour de vrai, c'est terminé ce soir. Ils sont en train de fermer les lumières. Nous autres, il faut qu'on retourne à Montréal. Joey Alfieri, I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you very much. Merci tout le monde d'être à l'écoute. On a fait plus de 40 minutes. Donc, on retourne à Montréal ce soir. On quitte. Les joueurs sont en train de manger. On embarque dans l'autobus. On s'en va à l'aéroport et on atterrit vers 6h30 demain matin. Donc, ici, à Edmonton, présentement, il est 10h40, right? C'est-tu? Oui. Anyway, merci beaucoup tout le monde. N'oubliez pas, on a 20 000 billets de vendus pour le match la semaine prochaine. Il reste encore des billets. Visitez le gohousego.com pour assurer votre place. Et vous pouvez voir en direct le dévoilement de la bannière championne pour l'équipe qui a gagné la Coupe Grey en 2023. Merci beaucoup tout le monde et bonne soirée.